Nolan woke before the sun broke through the gloomy clouds while his wife slept like an angel. He sometimes watched her sleep early in the mornings as specks of sun danced around the room. He wondered what he'd done right in life to deserve a woman like Lacey. She was the kind of woman who a man prayed about and hoped God listened. He never thought he'd fall in love or be deeply rooted in holy matrimony. Lacey caught him by surprise. One minute he was living out his bachelor days, not caring if he found the right woman. Then the next he was willing to give up his boyish fun to be her husband. As a boy, nobody could have made him believe that he would settle down, become a husband, and want to start a family. He always pictured himself being single, traveling across the world without caring about anyone else's needs. She changed that about him, though. When he met her, he started to see the world for more than what he thought it had to offer him. She taught him that there was more to life than being wild and free. Before hopping out of bed, Nolan planted a kiss on Lacey's forehead like he'd done hundreds of times. No matter how many mornings passed, none of his routine would ever grow old. As long as Lacey was by his side, he could carry out the same routine until his end. Tiptoeing across the room, Nolan grabbed his coat on a mission to head out into the windy New Orleans air. He set out to get a nice jog in, then head down to Jason's lumber to pick up a few necessities for the hurricane that was causing the locals to panic. However, he grew up in Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, and storms were not something that frightened him. "You're up early," Lacey said through a yawn and a stretch. "Yeah, we need to get a head start on this storm. It's classified as a Category 1 hurricane, but if I learned anything from my dad, it's better to be prepared." Nolan strolled back over to Lacey. He took a seat on the edge of the bed, grabbing her hand into his. "Why don't you stay home today? The weather's gonna be kinda ugly later." "I wish I could, but I have last-minute business to tie up. I promise as soon as I'm done, I'll head home," Lacey replied, keeping her eyes on Nolan. The expression that washed over him showed his disapproval. However, she couldn't dwell on it. Whether there was a storm or not, she was still a career woman who took pride in her job. Nolan trailed off, backing down from the conversation before an argument started. "Just be safe." "I will. I swear you worry too much." Lacey climbed out of the bed to get a start on her day. She turned to Nolan with the biggest smile that ever graced her face. "Happy anniversary."